Shalom, 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 fam. Look at this. Bless the Most High. Y'all, I was just going over here doing some research and reading some articles and looking at videos about how all these Orthodox Jews done sat here and broke COVID protocols. This is a scene in Jerusalem right now, and then they also did it in New York as well. And they are over here mourning the death of some rabbi named Slovakchik. I don't know, whatever the fuck his ass. Anyways, his ass done died. Praise the Most High. And then he done his dead ass spirit done riled up all these other um these little heathen motherfuckers. Okay, he done riled them out, got them all together. Bless the Most High. Yes. You know what? When I see scenes like this, I get so excited, especially knowing the COVID going on. Now, Israel did a good job. We might go through some videos or articles about how they've actually done a really good job at vaccinating their people. They have right about today's February 2nd, and what I've known from about the 30th to the 1st, they've actually been having, they had vaccinated half, a little bit more than half, I believe, of their adult population, right? Of the COVID vaccine, right? Pfizer, Moderna, I don't know what poison they done shot them up with, but nonetheless, they've really been dealing with that UK variant, that real strong UK variant. But bless the Most High.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu was first, getting the vaccine live on prime-time Israeli television, followed by senior Israeli officials.
I thought it was important to set a personal example so all Israelis would go and vaccinate themselves, because I think that if we do this together, we'll beat the corona, and sooner than people expect.
Israel quickly rolled out its vaccination campaign, with more than 250,000 Israelis vaccinated in the first week. Prime Minister Netanyahu says that Israel will be the first country to eradicate COVID-19, a goal public health officials say is possible.
The reason Israel can do that is because Israel has a very, very sound public healthcare system. Our system is basically public, and it's being run by one of the four healthcare funds. You can choose your own healthcare fund. They must accept you, and they provide you with a very, very good healthcare basket, by the way, including corona tests for free and including the vaccination.
I think that Israel is appealing to Pfizer and probably also Moderna in terms of our ability to distribute vaccinations all over the country. So you're right. We are a very small country in terms of territory, and also the suppliers of healthcare here. We rely only on four health plans that have very sophisticated logistical systems, and also they have a centralized computer system. So the electronic medical records and using our ID numbers allow us to follow on all people who get vaccines. It's very easy to summon them, and it's very easy to follow them on, because the Ministry of Health receives from these health plans the list of people who got vaccinated, and also it has the centralized list of people who are positive for COVID-19. And we also have a centralized system for following on vaccine adverse reactions. So this makes us, I think, a very appealing country to companies such as Pfizer as a test case to see post-marketing surveys on the effects of vaccine population-wise.
Israel leads the fight against COVID-19 with more than 30% of its population vaccinated. Yet the emergence of more infectious variants is overwhelming its hospitals, showing the long road ahead for the rest of the world. Israel is going into a nearly month-long lockdown and shutting down the national airport this week after inoculating 82% of Israelis aged 60 and older. That dents hopes for a rapid vaccine-driven global recovery after Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu pledged to make Israel a test case for how quickly COVID shots can help reopen economies.
Dramatic. In the big picture, Israel's coronavirus cabinet decided not to decide on new potential restrictions here in Israel, potentially with some dire consequences. Of course, every day those decisions are put off is one more day when the virus is spreading and you just put out the latest numbers. But on one point, the cabinet was very, very decisive. Those entering Israel from Britain, from Denmark, and from South Africa will not be quarantining at home or where they choose to quarantine. They had already been required to quarantine for 10 or 14 days. They will not be quarantining at home. Instead, they will be quarantining at state-run hotels. And in fact, they will be taken directly from the airport in buses to those hotels. And in fact, Kalev, the decision was so sudden and so dramatic that there was actually a plane from London that was in the air at the time the decision was made, so the passengers did not have a warning that this was happening, and instead they landed at the airport, thought that they were going home to their quarantine, instead were taken by buses to two state-run hotels in order to do their quarantine there. Some of the passengers resisted. A number of them ultimately went back to Britain, but as of this hour, according to the airport spokeswoman, all of the passengers are either being taken to those hotels or are being flown back to Britain. Again, Israel taking every step it can.
Look at, they got the UK variant, they got the South African variant, they got the look, they finna, what they done did, they finna mess around and have their own variant. They finna build a Israeli variant that's gonna be very deadly, going across, sweeping y'all, okay? Who bless the Most High? Yes. May COVID touch every one of you rotten folks, okay? Sitting up there in the land of Israel. And you bless the Most High, because we finna take it all. We finna take the whole earth. So whether, I'm not here to, debate whether or not that's the true land or whatever people might say as far as our own personal discussions in the actual, Hebrew community. But nonetheless, these are the Jewish folks that everybody thinks is the chosen holy people done broke COVID protocols. Ain't now military out there, police, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. Now they probably get away with it because they in Israel in this one. But in New York too, we gonna see in New York they didn't do nothing about them there either. So bless the Most High. Yes, let the plague just touch all of y'all, cause man, this is the event that I like, cause this is gonna be fast, cool, quick, real high, deadly surge that these motherfuckers don't be around these motherfuckers, especially if you're in New York, y'all. Whoo, praise the Most High. They all look crazy, so we all know what the hell they look like too. Chosen people gotta looking like they constantly going to a damn funeral with them two ass, I don't know what be hanging out the side of their head. Them locks. Ooh, Lord have Lord have mercy. Why ain't nobody in the world dressed like these people if they've chosen people the Most High? Everybody over here too busy dressing black and trying to look black. But y'all the chosen people. Okay. Bless the Most High. Yes. Hallelujah. Anyways, I just wanted to bring this out to you, family. They did try to break it up in New York, but let's go get to that. Hold on. Let me just show you the New York footage. Hold on. So this is when they finally broke up the whole procession in New York. But all they doing is making loud noise. Look at them. Ain't nobody getting arrested for breaking no COVID protocols. Okay. Look, it's like a procession. They're just leading these people. Look at them nicely leading these young little heathens nicely along the path, just trying to make noise so everybody else stay away from them. Look at this. They ain't doing nothing. Let that have been some niggas right there, trying to celebrate the death of their leader. Y'all would have broke that shit up. We couldn't even organize. Okay, y'all playing. Bless the Most High. I just pray that he continues to keep his hands and his wisdom and his peace upon his people, his chosen people, Hebrews, during this time against his wrath against these, especially against these heathens right here, claiming to be what they not. Bless you, Israel. I love you. Shalom.